Hey,
Hey,
guys.
hi everybody. Let me
Hello.
see about adjusting this. Maybe that's a little smaller. Well, Mrs. Anderson,
Yes.
what do you say? As we say in New Orleans, what you say, what you say. I'm trying to keep New Orleans lingo alive. What you say, what you say.
Boots of royals, boots of royals, pick up my crown.
When I first started coming to France, and I'm from New Orleans, which is already affectionate, right? But when I first started coming to France, I cannot describe how people would choose crowded metro cars so that they can fall onto, and touch strangers for an hour. This is in a culture of people who all day long rub the other person's face. Many people may not know this, and many Americans sadly come to France and try to do an air kiss. Per, Before coronavirus, before all of this nonsense, people had no reason to behave like that. And in my opinion, this needs to eventually stop because one of the best things about French culture is the physical closeness, which started with what we call les bises. Okay? Les bises, if you don't say with the les part, it literally means screw, but the more derogatory word. Okay?
Okay.
We always say les
Mm,
bises.
okay. Yeah, come on.
And if you don't, let me give some people a little bit of information about labes. Labes is a practice where you're touching people's face to give a feeling of having a hug or a kiss.
Mm.
And a lot of Americans, as I was trying to explain before, would come to France and then they would put their face almost to mine and go,
Mhm.
moi, and then to the other side and go, moi, which is phony and fake.
Because they saw it on TV.
But also, they couldn't imagine until they got here that people were literally touching each
Hmm.
other, strangers, people you have just met, co workers. So, in France and in West Africa, in the French speaking places of Africa, you meet someone, you have to rub your face on one side of their face and rub the other side of their face with your face. When you're doing it, you go, you're not putting your lips on them. And
Hmm.
every single person knows the rule. A 1 year old baby knows the rule because the baby cannot proceed with their day unless they give that greeting. And it's a greeting that shows affection and respect, right?
Hmm.
But the
Hmm.
baby can't even start their day if the baby doesn't greet to their father and their mother with les bis and say bonjour papa and bonjour mommy. So the whole maman and the whole culture is touching, 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 touching. The thing that is needed to be understood about this touching is that without it, the fabric of the family falls apart. This is super deep because physically deprived men who are seeking affection, are being deprived. And as a consolation prize, a lot of men are going for sex instead of affection, instead of not having affection at all. They're settling for sex only, but they don't
Hmm.
want to marry a woman like this because it's would be a lifetime of coldness.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Miss Hoffler, We have today, for everyone who is not aware, we have the ravishing Mrs. Anderson. We have the beautiful Miss Hoffler. We have an anonymous guest, and we have myself. And here today, what we are discussing is affection, non-sexual touch, and how it's missing so much from America. And we are asking our beautiful certified wives to bring affection back into the Black family. Bring affection back like you were born on the continent of Africa. Okay. Miss Hoffler, would you like to add something, dear?
I just totally agree. And it's so amazing how it bonds us and we actually hear the information a little better when someone's touching you or just a hand on your shoulder,
Right.
touching each other's hands or just grabbing their attention and really, what's that word? Igniting their senses.
Right.
So it's just like people are now more aware. They actually have, I feel like, maybe a heightened awareness because
Right.
someone has touched them gently. And it just, I think it allows for more peaceful interactions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much love and trust, and there's so much communication, I think, in just touching. So
Yeah.
It's electric energy too that flows through
Right.
the electricity.
Touch is a form of communication. And not only that, touch is the main form of masculine communication. Women who are matriarchal, who are switching to patriarchal ways with us, need to understand that communication for as words is so a bad idea to try to use only. Okay? Our communication needs to be focused on how it's received by the people around us. And I'm so happy today because this whole boot camp, and I want everyone to know that this is a little tiny clip because boot camp is a 30-day process. Okay? This
Okay.
whole affection, non-sexual touch boot camp is how we dedicate to the men, the Black men in America. We dedicate this boot camp to you. We hear you. We understand that you are starving for normal feminine affection. But we are trying, sirs, to teach these females who are becoming women. We try. And as we say in New Orleans, no, for real, we try. And as we say in New Orleans, we're very sorry because they out there bad. Okay?
I just stay out the bed.
They out there bad. I don't even know how to translate that to normal English, but y'all can figure it out. They out there bad. They out there bad. Okay? It's way worse than people think. We have ladies who say they don't like to be touched. A lot of people think that's normal. They will say, you know what? It's nothing personal. It's just that I don't like to be touched. Did you say that? If you're going around saying that you don't like to be touched, you need to be in a mental hospital.
Oh,
You don't like to be touched, you need therapy. Okay? You don't like to be touched, you need to move to France.
oh,
We talked about this once before at how early of an age the lack of touch started with our babies.
Right.
If you are not, nursing, breastfeeding your child, you've already
Right.
started the cycle of no touch because they're being put somewhere in a stationary spot. You're not actually holding them. And then if you take them to a daycare or a childcare center, they're not holding them for hours on hours. They're sitting on a mat or something somewhere. So you
Mrs. Anderson, did you just talk about a bigger elephant in the room?
Oh,
Because in all honesty, the babies are mentally challenged.
woo.
Ladies, 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 ladies. Or as we say in New Orleans, ladies. If you don't touch your baby a lot,
Oh,
the baby will not mentally develop into an intelligent child.
mm,
Let that be a reminder to you that if you don't touch your husband a lot, he will have nothing to give to you. He might even try to muster up something. He needs to be touched, just like the babies. Touch is a form of communication, and not only that, touch is the main form of masculine communication. Women who are matriarchal, who are switching to patriarchal ways with us, need to understand that communication as words is so a bad idea to try to use only, okay? Our communication needs to be focused on how it's received by the people around us. And I'm so happy today because this whole boot camp, and I want everyone to know that this is a little tiny clip because boot camp is a 30-day process, okay? This
Okay.
whole affection, non-sexual touch boot camp
that's great.
is how we dedicate to the men, the Black men in America. We dedicate this boot camp to you. We hear you. We understand that you are starving for normal feminine affection. But we are trying, sirs, to teach these females who are becoming women. We try. And as we say in New Orleans, no, for real, we try. And as we say in New Orleans, we're very sorry because they out there bad. Okay?
I just stay up in bed.
They out there bad. I don't even know how to translate that to normal English, but y'all can figure it out. They out there bad. They out there bad. Real mothers are supposed to anticipate what the baby needs before they cry. And real wives are supposed to anticipate what the husband needs before he cries.
Exactly.
A whole new world.
Oh,
So,
grateful.
yeah, this is super deep. I'm so excited that we are here today because touch is missing. Okay? There is no way that we can have people completely be prepared if they are not a master affectionator. That's what I like to call
Oh,
it.
yes.
Okay? I want to add our anonymous guest to ask her why she has been so pumped to learn in this boot camp, and what is it in her life that she thinks she's needing, missing. I'm not going to put words into her mouth. I'm just going to ask her. All righty. So, welcome, Miss Anonymous Guest.
Hello.
How are you, lovely?
Good. How are you?
We are fine. So, what we want to know is what is it that has you drawn to this boot camp?
Well, I know that I'm not very affectionate.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that it was how I was raised, basically. I was raised by a single mother, and there were three of us. and she did the best she could do, and she wasn't really affectionate with us. Like she screamed at us. Well, I could say me. She screamed at us more than I guess being affectionate. So I guess that's why I'm not as affectionate as I could be.
Mm-hmm. And that is a great point because a lot of people don't understand. And
Hmm.
I can tell you, as a lady who had 2 whole years with children and no husband, you do not understand the trying times of children trying to receive all of your affection when you don't have affection coming to you. That is a problem. So, ladies who are in this position, do understand that you're going to have to pull it from nowhere until you get the affection you need. It's going to be a challenge. It is really going to be a challenge. But you're not going to get married, which is what you need to love your children well, to have enough love to give them affection. You're not going to get married if a man thinks that you are cold-blooded.
Facts. That's the truth.
You will attract a male, and males are often interested in your children. So, with that said, we are going to try very, very hard for the married and single ladies to understand how to get that affection all the way high, okay? Do not try to make your child into the person that gives you the affection that you need. If you are unmarried and you are not receiving enough affection to give to your children, I have a very simple, temporary solution for that. Even if you are 200 pounds overweight, show up to some practice dates, okay?
Mhm.
Don't have sex. You'll lose it emotionally. The other thing is voice. If you have a hard voice, you are disturbing the peace of your caress. When you go to get a professional massage and the music is lovely, the smell is nice, the lighting is just right, you don't hear anybody in the room saying, "You like that? That feel good?"
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, I forget that people go to get massages to fill their fish tank.
Massage costs $120 in America or more.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear a bad voice with a massage.
That's scary.
So you can't be touching people. Listen, your touch is your massage salon. It has to come with the self-help voice, okay? You all are not going to be able to marry a man from another country or from a patriarchal family if you don't change your cold, matriarchal, mother-led ways. And your children will also be doomed. When my husband comes into the room, I always at least just look. That's the bare minimum. I can't stand it for my husband to walk in the room and people don't look. That drives me. Because when other people's husband walks in the room, I'm looking too. That's called paying respect. That's the bare minimum. Looking at men and boys when they walk into the room. They're visual. They're visual. They need you to look, okay? That's your first affection is that. But the next one is you're not going to effectively be able to communicate with your mouth to any males on planet Earth unless you are simultaneously touching them. I will say this again. You are not going to be able to effectively communicate with males or men anywhere on earth unless you are simultaneously touching them at the same time. You say, you know what? I know that I did that, but I want you to know that I sincerely apologize. That means you're sincere to them. If you're not apologizing with touch, you phony. That's what they think. You phony. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm sure. Right. Right, because you're cold-blooded. Our culture is a ball of dysfunction. And if you think that speaking reality is negative, because we're here with solutions. If you think that speaking reality is negative, stay over there. Don't come around here. You know who you are, okay? So, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Stay over there and you will be free to wear your bonnet as much as you'd like. You will be free to smell like burnt potato chips and all of the other human secretions as much as you like. Because Mrs. G is not going to give you a kiss. No. When people come to visit me, I want to say, for the record, that you need to smell like fruits and flowers. Please. And I promise to smell like fruits and flowers too. Okay, it's a deal. Okay, ladies, in orphanages where there are so many babies that is not possible to pick them up, okay? The babies can become 10 years old and then they can't talk, okay? People are talking to them, but not touching them because they leave them in a crib all day. And there's no way for them to get to all the babies. It happens a lot in Romania and places like that. There's no way to get to all the babies. And so they reach age 10, 11, 12 with no ability to talk. And then if somebody touches them, they freak out. Okay? There are so many studies, scientific studies concerning these children. It needs to be clear that if you are a cold person, you're producing cold, dangerous, and low intelligence people around you. Ladies, if you don't have it in you to be a very affectionate woman like normal women, you need to start practicing. You're ruining the people around you, okay? We also need to remind people that this is a 30-day boot camp. So you're not going to hear everything. You're going to get a good piece so that you can understand how much you need to continue. Because y'all out there bad. It's like people only want to touch their own hair, and hair is dead. They don't want to believe us, Miss Tamika. Hair is
It's
dead.
true.
Okay? They need to stop. Need to really stop arguing with us on the internet about you have to love your hair and make it healthy. You don't touch nobody.
Right. They spend more hours on their dead hair than they do on their alive family members.
The hair that you can touch and see is scientifically dead.
Wait, they spend 5 hours on hair and then give 10 minutes of touch per child? Oh, okay.
They're not giving no touch. The average mother, the average working mother in America spends 19 minutes a day with their child. So guess what? They spending no time with their husband. And the Black women spending 5 hours to do their hair. Y'all have lost your rabid mind. Y'all have lost your rabid minds.
Hi. Welcome to the Roots of Royal's Natural Wife Beauty School Show. Yay! My name is Mrs. Ortiz. I am a mentor in training.
And I am Mrs. Blaq. I'm a 5-year certified wife mentor.
Welcome. All right, so today's hot topic goes like this. BFHR, which is Black Female Hair Age, is a mental condition. It associates abuse, being hit, popped, and scratched and criticized by the maternal figure. It associates that with an obsession with pain, and it's hair, it's love, and it's pain.
Yes, it's something that we like to ignore. We like to ignore this because we want to look like the Euros when we're doing our hair, when we are actually traumatizing ourselves from being traumatized by our parents, our mothers, because they had that in their psyche that they have to have the Euro hair. They can't just have the nappy hair, the nappy original hair. They have to have straight fur looking hair.
That's so sad.
And so they wanna slap you into submission. You need to sit down and you need to take this hot comb. You know what the hot combs are?
The thing that they put on the stove.
Yeah, it's the one that they put on the stove, and you have to heat it up so that you can get the hair, you put the grease in it, and then you straighten the hair.
Grease?
And grease. It's some special type of grease too. It's not any type of grease. It's like a real thick petroleum type grease. I know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I can remember because I used to get my hair pressed.
It's not going to fry your hair.
It does fry your hair. You are exactly right. It fries your hair.
Sounds like torture.
It is torture.
Oh, wow.
It's
So
okay.
it's hurt.
Just think about it. You are a 5-year-old child. 5-year-old child. And you go to the beauty salon and your mama sits you in a chair with somebody you don't know and they bring out this hot thing. They bring out this hot thing in order for you to sit down and get tortured with the heat from it. You have to sit here all still like military style.
Oh, that sounds scary.
It is scary. It's very traumatizing.
You used to get burned too?
Yes. Absolutely.
So you literally are getting branded and physically tortured for somebody else's idea of how you're supposed to look.
You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct.
What does that do to one's brain?
It makes you feel like that you are not good enough like who you are. That's what that makes you look and feel like.
Imagine it associating who you are with pain.
Yeah.
Like who you are is you're born in pain because who you are is just not acceptable. You need to go through pain to change who you are.
And it makes pain normal. Yes.
That's sad. And there's a saying that people used to say, I hate to hear it, they say beauty is painful.
Oh my goodness. They do say that. They do.
Who said that? Who started that? And why do we still repeat that today? so sick. We're teaching little girls that they always need to be in pain or be ugly.
Yes.
So they associate like freedom and no pain and a happy life with ugliness.
Yes.
That's so hard.
Yes, definitely.
So what else does it look like?
It is something that you don't realize when you get older, that you are accepting pain in other ways. I mean, even an abusive relationship, it's that deep.
That's so sad.
I'm not quite sure if I can give a very clear example, but I'm going to try. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So it's like therapy, right? Therapy required for that type of stuff, or is it something that she can heal from if she just goes through the steps? What steps?
How you heal from this trauma is, first of all, stop doing it. Stop doing it. What you can do is turn off the TV. Turn the TV off first.
My goodness.
And then do a TV detox. Okay? Do a TV detox.
Turn off the
And then actually surround yourself around African people that don't wear weaves and don't straighten their hair and don't inflict pain in order to look good.
This is a whole 12-step plan.
And it's not going to be easy though. It's going to hurt. And you will probably, what is it called? Regress?
Oh. So you need like a whole detox to come off that black female heritage thing.
Yeah. There's so many people. This is the rage that we're talking about, okay? The rage that we're talking about is, let's say on social media, when we have people say that they like to have their hair in different styles, they can do whatever they want to do, and then they start cursing. They start cursing because you're telling them you should just love yourself how you are, man.
They sound crazy.
Absolutely.
They sound like you triggered every skeleton inside that closet to come out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's so sick. It's really a condition. It's not just a joke. Clearly, it's something that it's gonna rattle people's spirits when you're telling them that everything that they went through was for nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's a sense of loss, huh?
Yeah, they feel like all those years are wasted.
Oh gosh.
They feel like all those years are wasted, and so they want to hold on to that.
Or it's like the idea of it gets them angry.
Yes.
The idea of it being a waste or being unfair or being like wrong gets them angry.
That they were told a lie.
Oh gosh.
All this while, and they believed it, and now they're being told something else. They're being told to love themselves.
Oh gosh.
That is something that really does hurt people.
Oh, that's so painful. I'm sorry to hear it. Well, there is hope. Obviously, I think they could start with a natural wife beauty school. Should give them some kind of boost, right?
It gives you an understanding that we are the original people. We are the original standard of beauty.
Still are.
And you can embrace that.
Natural Wife Beauty School, parts 1 through 4.
I'm so excited. This is probably, besides wife school, one of the most complex things we have ever done.
Gosh, people paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to even remotely look like us, and here we are throwing away our natural beauty for some Euro wig.
I'm so sick of it. It's not even funny.
It's tiring to look at, but it's also very sad because, those are our sisters,
It's very embarrassing because we look like a bunch of fools.
That too.
We look like a bunch of fools.
That too.
And then I'm going to say this. I have asked somebody, I'm just going to say one person for now. I did ask them, I said, do you actually enjoy pain? And they said yes.
Oh,
They said, well, you have to think this is a psychological issue here. And pain is related to love.
That's so sick.
It is absolutely sick.
Oh my gosh.
It is so sad. And that is exactly why we have been, this is exactly why we have accepted so much oppression for so many centuries. Because they got up here.
They like it now.
Yes.
And our mothers train us to like it even more because they cause us pain.
Well, if the mothers are in pain and they don't have an outlet, they just go and give it to the children.
Yeah, and then the children learn, well, my mom loves me and she causes me pain, so things that love me should hurt.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's something to think about too.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty deep. Goes deep.
Hi everybody. Okay, welcome. This is gonna be our African beauty talk. You all, look at my guest. Look at my guest. Look at our guest.
It's a lot. Good luck.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna be doing a quick hair tutorial. It should take no more than 10 minutes because you know we have to be fast. We're housewives. We don't play around like that, okay? We don't do that. Okay, so and of course we don't use combs at all. You have to make sure we start off with freshly washed hair. Mrs. Ortiz's hair is freshly washed every day. We don't play anymore. I see you in the back. Why didn't you wash your hair? We can see you, okay, with our 4 eyes. Okay, so we're gonna get started. What I am going to do is just do a braided crown, I should say, a braided crown at the front of Mrs. Ortiz's head, okay? Mrs. Ortiz's head. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just
Pull it. Okay, so are you, I'm trying to be.
that's okay. I don't use combs.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. And so Mrs. Ortiz's hair is so large and in charge. This hairstyle is going to be very nice, okay? And of course, since we don't use combs, we don't need to try to pick through it and try to part it perfectly. It doesn't need to be perfect, okay? Of course, we always say it doesn't need to be perfect. Perfection is overrated. Okay, I'm gonna come bring it around town. I feel like I'm doing my hair before I started these micro twists. Mrs. Ortiz and I have the same hair tone.
Really?
Yes. This is, I'm looking at it, it's like, wow, I feel like I'm looking at my hair.
Nice.
Okay, and so then I feel like I might have too much gathered at the front to start the braid. So I'm gonna push it back. So up that way, and I'm gonna carry it all the way to the other side. Mrs. Ortiz's right ear. Stay put. And so for the top, we are just going to cornrow. I think I'll go in this direction. And we'll try to keep this cornrow big and poofy so the hair, it will cover it, but you will still be able to see that cornrow, okay? And we don't need to use any like edge control to slip the edges down.
We don't do that.
We don't do that over here. We can keep these curls like it is, okay? So he's gonna ask you to tilt your head this way. I have a question. When was the last time somebody, like, I guess, did your hair or like done something to your hair, anything to your hair?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really do anything. I just try to keep it clean.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Keep it clean and leave it alone.
Y'all hear that?
That's my preferred way.
That needs to be everybody.
Keep it clean, leave it alone. Don't touch it, leave it alone. Keep it clean.
Keep it
The
clean.
only time I touch it is to wash it, which is on a daily basis, and that's enough for me.
Mm-hmm. And Mrs. Ortiz's hair, every day she washes it and she puts it like in the high poof that she has, or she has it like in like a bump it, a nice bump it. I love it. I just think it's so cute. Yeah.
I try to not look homeless.
Mrs. Ortiz always says, we can't look like a homeless boy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta keep that trophy wife look.
Ooh. Okay, so with Mrs. Ortiz's hair, I don't want to tug and pull on her hair. I feel that she might have some maybe tenderness.
I'm very tender-headed, and I'm okay with that.
So we will try to make this as painless as possible.
That's it. I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything? Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm one of the most tender-headed people you would ever
Really?
see.
You might have my sister beat.
That's why I love leaving my hair alone.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Wash and go. Literally. Not that type of wash
Every day
and
is
go.
a wash and go.
Mm-hmm.
I might arrange it, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. People, those people that do, our women that do wash and goes, they'll do this whole routine of a wash and go. It's not even a wash and go. I thought we were supposed to wash our hair in the shower and like get up, like just wash your hair and go. But women will wash our hair. Okay, women will wash their hair, then they'll sit down and moisturize it and put cream on it, and then put a leave-in and a curling cream and comb through it and do all this extra stuff.
I see. I thought they had jobs to go to.
Oh no. Okay. Here's the kicker. They'll do that the night before. I'm not playing. I'm so serious. They'll do it the night before.
So sleep is not a thing.
They'll do it the night before. Go to sleep in it, and then wake up, and then somebody will ask, "Oh, I love your hair. Why did you do it?" "Oh, it's a wash and go. This is just a wash and go." This is what it is. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Interesting.
I promise you. And so it's very interesting how Black women, our women, African women in America, get down like that. I just think it's so fascinating. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to do this also, but I washed my hair in the morning and I would literally go. But I did do the extra leave-in conditioner, oiling it down. No, keep the oil out your hair. No oil. None.
Period.
With the T. Period.
No oil in my hair. That's gross.
Yes. Grody.
It makes it feel like you've been out in traffic all day and you just came home and you need a bath. That's how oil in my hair feels.
Oh, really?
It makes me feel dirty.
I think that's what it does. It keeps the dirt in your hair.
Conditioners and moisturizers, and that has to be water-based, not oil. I don't even need to seal it with oil. Just don't put any oil in my hair. My hair gets washed every day, so there's no need to seal in moisture.
Exactly.
The moisture will stay there for like a day, and that's it.
And that's all.
Yep. It's late at night now, so it'll get moisturized in the morning. Again.
And that's that.
My hair hasn't fallen off yet, so there we go.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so y'all see this? Y'all see this? Hope y'all can see it. This pretty braid right here.
Cute.
And so then I'll just continue on all the way, not all the way to the end, because I want to leave some of this hair out. Okay? We are going to go to the back. You want to take this, maybe like halfway up, okay? Halfway, separate the back of your hair halfway. Right? Take this, put it in between, and we're just gonna tuck and pin, okay? All we do is tuck and pin. Braid, tuck, pin, twist.
Why like that? No fuss.
No fuss, no fuss. Y'all see this?
Oh,
Look
that's
at
so
that.
pretty.
Look at that. It's like a hair bow.
Can I keep them?
Yes. You see
Gorgeous.
that? That is beautiful, okay? I see that. Y'all see that? Okay? And so it's so simple.
Okay, ladies. Now for our guest, Miss Anonymous Guest, would you like to add anything?
No, but I would like to say this was very helpful. I can say that. It actually opened my eyes to some things, because we're not very affectionate over here.
Excellent. And the first thing that I would do as someone, if I was your long-term coach, the first thing that I would do is focus on your voice. So I want you to repeat after me. Voice.
Lord.
That was excellent. It doesn't need to be squeaky. It just needs to be peaceful.
Okay.
Okay? You
Okay.
are coming along like a beautiful flower.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you sound great already. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Kisses and love from us and hugs during coronavirus. We love y'all so much. Bye. Get
Bye-bye.
home the world.
Bye.